Kerbal Space Program 2 is dead. Or is it? That's the question. In this video, we're going to take a look at Kerbal Space Program 2 in its current state amidst the rumors that this game and its studio are pretty much being canceled. Horrible, horrible news. So, yeah, we're going to take a first-hand look at everything we know about Kerbal Space Program 2. Very elegant there, Jeb. All the news that's come out recently, and everything surrounding this game. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so first things first, we gotta ask our friend Jeb here, who is the chief astronaut here at the Aquilae company. Jeb, is it true that they're going to be closing the studio that is behind Kerbal Space Program 2? Not a word from Jeb. Jeb, what do you think about the rumors that the game is never going to live up to its roadmap? Not a thought behind those beautiful eyes. Well, either way, if we take a look at the facts, it does not paint a good picture for the future of this game, and that's exactly what we're going to do. I'm doing my best to convey to you guys the real information about this situation. So let's leave Jeb on the runway here. Where did your car go? Oh, what? He was in a rover a minute ago. It's apparently traveled 2,400 meters that way. Oh, we're doing a little dance. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the statement that was released by Take-Two, the media company, or the studio behind this, and try to make sense of it. Alright, so what I have in front of me here is what is called a WARN notice. Now, these are a government-mandated thing, at least in the United States. Basically, an employer publicly publishes and says, it says right here, it says, find layoff and closure information on Washington state employers. The WARN Act requires companies with 100 or more employees to notify affected workers 60 days prior to closures and layoffs. So in this case, if we take a look at this lovely chart here, we see Take-Two Interactive Software Incorporated, based in Seattle. 70 employees affected, closure, and permanent. Now, this notice was received on the 29th of April, 2024. I am recording this on June 11th, and these layoffs are slated to take place on June 28th, which is in 17 days, if math serves me correctly. Now, Take-Two is the parent company of the game, or not the game, the company that actually develops Kerbal Space Program 2. But importantly, Kerbal Space Program 1 was developed by an independent Mexican studio, and this studio bought the games, or the rights to the game, off of that studio. So what we have is basically a new company making the sequel that's not the same as the original. At least that's my understanding of it. This does not bode well, because this is the entire body of staff at, I believe it's called Intercept, which is the company that is actually developing KSP 2. However, as of right now, as of today, we have just gotten another patch for this game, and the company themselves has declined to say whether or not the game will be affected. In fact, I think they've actually said the opposite. Let me take a look. Okay, so I dug a little deeper here, guys. I found the actual original tweet from the official Kerbal Space Program account on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. So they say, we're still hard at work on KSP2. We'll talk more when we can. Okay, that sounds like great news. Now we have our little fact box here, unfortunately, which tells us that things are a little more grim than that. It says here that, as we said earlier, and as we proved with this handy little WARN notice here, that they are in fact laying off the entire studio. And it says here that they are looking to sell the IP. I do not know whether that is true or not. I'm sure these sources would tell us whether or not it is. Always important to check your facts, especially on platforms like this. But the bottom line is, this game is not doing well, and it's not looking like it's going to get finished. Certainly not in the way that it was originally promised. Now, the original Kerbal Space Program 2 roadmap had us having colonies, intergalactic travel, or at least intersolar system, I believe, and all sorts of other new parts. Now, that's not to say that somebody couldn't buy the studio, finish the game, and actually do a decent job. And this is really tragic, especially for Kerbal Space Program, because this game gets a lot of people, myself included, interested in engineering, rocketry, and, you know, settling Mars and all that cool stuff. So it's sad to see that this has been so mishandled. Now, with that being said, I would like to today, we're going to build a very basic craft. We're going to see how well this game has developed. And we're going to sort of just get a feel for, are we on track? Do we have a playable game here? And most importantly, is Kerbal Space Program 2 a lost cause or not? So let's go ahead back into the game and get building. Alright guys, so I'm here with Jeb. He's looking sad as ever at the fact of his cancellation, but also blissfully unaware of the fact that he is in mortal danger. So, I think for today, I'd like for us to build a little space plane. Like I said, the game actually received a patch, like, today, like hours ago, hours before I'm playing this. And one of the things they've added recently that's supposedly a really good addition is atmospheric heating. So, let's see if we can avoid getting this guy burnt up in orbit. Let's head on to the VAB. You are about to load an early... Okay, whatever. Who cares? I will say, one of the things I've noticed since starting this game is that the quality of the vehicle builder has improved dramatically, and the stability of the game has as well, although it still has huge issues. Alright, so we're not going to do anything fancy. No specific... Well, we're not going to do anything fancy. I immediately placed one of the biggest fuel tanks in the game just in. Okay, it'll be fine. We'll do a basic mission to space and a return in some sort of space plane mounted on top of this. So let's do... Can we get an engine plate here? Also, wanted to look at heat. Engine mount. Oh yeah, heat shields. Okay. So inflatable heat shield? That is an interesting idea. We got some generators. We got a light. Okay. Cool. So let's take a look here at our engine mounts. Put a nice large engine plate on there. Also in related news, the launch of Starship successfully in the 4th test flight is so exciting. It should be for everyone. I mean, it's amazing news. What they've been able to accomplish at SpaceX is really mind-blowing to me. And all the people that work there, amazing work. I've heard it's a horrible environment to work in, but they are doing incredible stuff. So, you know, more power to them. So that gives us 5,500 Delta V. That's pretty good. Let me take a look at our stack decoupler. Okay, so stack decoupler. Since we're just doing a descent, we probably don't need another engine for this small ship. But what the heck, I'm going to add one anyway. And actually, you know what? Let's put this in a fairing. So, fairing. Nope. Can't spell, guys. Nothing has changed. Okay, large fairing. Let's just do a single vector. Vectors are gimbaled, right? Yes, gimbal. Okay. Gimbal. Is it gonna do this again? You know what? I think it will be fine. We will find out. So, I really want to make this thing as basic as possible. So, let's just do a simple fuselage and some wings. And one of the things I really love about this game is the procedural wings. I mean, it's a real shame, especially if we do end up losing the game. You know, this procedural wing system is like one of the best I've seen, except for obviously Flyout has better procedural wings because it's Flyout. I mean, it's you know, I would hope it would have good procedural wings. Let's bring those in a little tighter, barely even on there. Excellent. Okay, and we need a command pod here. So let's, you know what? Let's just give him the tiny little, this guy. Yeah. Okay, and then some landing gear. And honestly, that should do the trick. Although, yeah, not sure how well it's going to handle re-entry, but we'll find out. Add some landing gear. I always like to add chutes to my crafts now because I have found that if all else fails, you can always pull the parachute. But that, of course, only works if you make it through the atmosphere. So let's really take these up into the plane, widen them out a little bit, and take this up. Let's bring that down a bit. Okay, there we go. Nice and simple. Now we got to pull up our fairing here. So yeah, let's do this and section and will that work? Oh, okay. Well, that's surprising. Honestly, did not expect that to work. Another way the game has improved since launch. So let's see. Let's make sure we got our staging right here. Decoupler. Well, we probably want fairing and then decoupler, so let's do that. And then we want engine to fire. Oh, this guy goes down in here. Alright. I think that's right. So we'll try this thing out and see how well it can fly. See what happens. Let's call it the Jeb Roaster. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Alright. To the launch pad we go. Alright. This is nostalgic. Kerbal Space Program 2 was one of the very first games we played on this channel. And it was one of the first games I played that got actual traction. People enjoyed watching it. So I'm personally attached to this game, and I hope people understand I do want to see its success. I just realized the outlook is grim right now. So we got Bob here, not Jeb actually. And we're about to go for it. Let's do it. Ah, yes. It seems we do not have enough thrust. Okay, well, that's going to be an issue, but we can test the rest of the ship. So let's deploy the fairing. And destack and fire engine. Oh! Okay, wait, why are we slowing down all of a sudden? What? Oh, there goes the booster. Okay. Oh, this game. Okay, well, what is that? I guess that's the fairing. It looked like a giant low-poly spider. Okay, well, definitely not a glowing start to things here. Oh, no. I was hoping this video would be like a testament to, like, look how far this game has come, but maybe not. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. I think maybe my fairing implementation is not correct. So let's fix that. Let's take the ship off. And then put it back in. I don't know why it's doing that. That's very strange. How about no fairing? Just ship? I guess the stack decoupler is why. Okay. So what if I just do fairing? Nope, then it does the same thing. Interesting. Let's just do this. Let's get rid of these for now. I will do a... We're also going to need bigger engines or more of them. Probably going to have to switch to vectors. Let's do a reducing section here. So, nope. Nope. Need the large one. Where are you hiding? No. Not quite. There we go. Okay. Beautiful. And then... Not quite what I want still, so let's go... one step further. Still no idea if this is going to fly. I don't know if we're going to have enough thrust, but we will find out. Nope. There we go. Okay. Nice. Alright, let's go down here. These guys have got to go, unfortunately. So let's get rid of all you. Those were Reliance. Let's bring them up to Vectors. Vectors have quite a bit more thrust. So, and I'm just gonna clump these in here like ridiculously close to. I wonder. Yeah, that's probably gonna break the game actually. Okay, let's try it. SpaceX has 33, no less than 33 Raptor engines on the bottom of Super Heavy, which is incredible. I have to say, incredible. Okay, get rid of all these gears. Get back in your gear holders. Okay, engine, stage, engine. Remove all these stages. And we are good to go. Probably should add a tower, too. Alright, come on. Off the ground we go. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Gonna roll the craft this way. And then begin a slight pitch east, very gently, extremely gently. Oh. Okay, let's throttle down a little bit. We don't want to go crazy here. Okay. So far, so good. We're looking okay. Looking okay. Climbing here steadily. Plenty of fuel remaining. Looking good. Honestly, a craft this big would not have even flown at the time when this game was released. So far, so good. How you doing in there, Bob? Bob is just enjoying the ride. What a good mindset, Bob. Good for you. All right, we are approaching the Kármán line, or I guess the Kerman line in this case. Let's go ahead and burn off the rest of our fuel to get us... Okay. Oh, wow. I've actually overdone it. Our apoapsis is way over 70,000 meters. And, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to space. We are here. We have made it. Let's get that prograde attitude. Oh, shoot. We don't have any RCS systems, do we? Not any good enough. Oh, this is going to get interesting real fast. Oh. No, actually, I've just given you the wrong instructions. This will never get old. I'm going to have to try to manually circularize us once we get to 70,000 meters. Alright, let's get close here. Maybe we could try to land back on the runway. That would be an ambitious, but I think totally possible goal. Alright, we are rotating. Slowly but surely here. Come on. You can do it. Still chilling. Still away from our apoapsis. If we get it lined up close enough in time, we can fire the engines. We might be able to make this thing work. Okay, I have no control whatsoever, so we're pointed at the horizon. That's got to be good enough for me. That is... okay. Yep, that's actually what we want. That's quite good. Okay, good. Good. I did not expect that to work. Alright, so we want to look for when we hit our apoapsis here. So let's speed up time just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. That is close. Okay. This is going to be really difficult. I'm going to have to manually reorient. Oh, maybe it will just be easy. Alright, that looks pretty good to me. Let's fire this thing. Okay, watch our orbit. Look for circularization. We want that periapsis to come down to, or up to 70,000 meters minimum, ideally close to our apoapsis value. Come on. Okay, we're getting close here. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, we are orbital. Great, that's awesome. I did not expect that to work on the first try, and actually we have a pretty decent attitude here, it looks like. Not too bad. Bob, you okay? All right, Bob. All right. He is happy as a clam. Okay. Now, there is fuel in the orbital plane. But ideally we would use the booster, so let's see if this thing can point itself retrograde. Definitely not. There isn't enough fuel in the booster. Let's fast forward. Come on. We'll do one lap around the planet here and see where this takes us. Come on, come on. There's our landing pad. Alright, good. Stop. Great. Okay. Superb. Okay. Not what I expected, but alright. Okay. Let's burn a little bit of fuel to try to get facing the right way, and then we're going to try to deorbit. Okay, a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Come on. Point the right direction. Alright, that's steady enough. That appears to have done... Oh, hello, inside of Kerbin. Okay, we have our landing point. I'm going to try to bring that a little closer. So... Okay, it moves fast. Okay, great. Excellent. Alright, time for a save. Save. Yeah, we'll just save. Okay. Now this is where it's going to get scary. So everybody hold on to your hats. I am going to press the decouple button. And then we're going to have to reject the booster and switch to this thing. And hope we don't burn up in the atmosphere. So let's do it. Goodbye, booster. Just a little bit of thrust to get us away from there. Oh, I haven't engaged it yet. Sorry. Okay, excellent. What is our path? We are actually looking pretty good. Okay. Alright. And this thing should have built-in RCS systems, I believe, in the cockpit. So we should have enough, I guess, attitude control to just get oriented the right way. Now, this is going to be difficult. When you land in a craft like this, when you re-enter the atmosphere, you sort of want to do a belly-up approach because it helps distribute the heating evenly across the aircraft and slow you down in the atmosphere. Now, I've just realized that not only have I forgotten to add parachutes, but we also don't have any kind of heat shield. So Bob is twiddling his thumbs in there. What are you doing, Bob? Hang on. What is he doing? Oh, he stopped. Okay. Bob doesn't have a heat shield. Bob also doesn't have a parachute. Bob has nothing but his hopes and dreams to get him to the ground today. But that just might be enough. Right, Bob? As always, Bob is filled with complete blissful ignorance of the drama of his situation. Alright, so we're going to go slightly belly up here. About a 30-degree angle. That should help us take a good portion of the heating, hopefully without losing control of the craft. Looks like we are pretty on target for landing. I'm going to do another save. No. 2024, -2. -2. Save. Alright. Speed things up. Our speed is actually increasing, which is not what I want to see. Okay, let's take a look here. Alright, so you can kind of see the approach path. Oh, okay, we've actually drifted a little out of the attitude I wanted us at, so 30 degrees. Right about there. Okay. Re-entry is really, really hard, but it's actually even harder on planetary bodies like the moon because there's no atmosphere to slow you down. Which means that even though you don't have to deal with re-entry heating, you still have to deal with the fact that you're going to slam into the ground unless you slow down. So, and you know, that's a pretty big problem for most living beings. Not all living beings, but some. Let's speed up time here. Okay, approaching Kerbin. It's happening, guys. We have crossed below 65,000 meters. It's time to land this baby. Bob. Gotta check in on Bob. Oh my gosh, I can't control this camera. Bob. What's the vibe, Bob? He's doing his little dance. He's happy. He's a happy camper. Okay. We are going a heck of a lot faster than I had hoped we were. That is fine. Hopefully. I'm not seeing any... Okay, there's heating. Visual heating. Okay, that looks... That looks kind of bad. Beautiful, beautiful visual effect, though. That is really cool. You can kind of see the way the air flows around the vehicle. If you have not watched the Starship Flight 4 re-entry videos yet, oh no. You need to do that, like, right now. Because the plasma that they observed around that ship and how cool it looked, I mean, incredible. We're about to lose control here. That is not what we want. Come on, flip, flip, flip. Flip. Come on. Okay. This is not really what I wanted. Okay. Wow, the re-entry heating is a beautiful effect here. I mean, beautiful effect. Alright, it looks like we've kind of... Okay, hang on. What is our approach? We are actually looking golden for the runway. That is crazy. Alright. Let's try our best. But yeah, the plasma from the Starship re-entry is stunning to look at. I mean, absolutely stunning. It's incredible that they were able to keep signal through all that interference. Really, really cool stuff. Can we flip? Can we flip? We have absolutely no control over anything right now. I could fire the engine, and I will have to fire the engine, but as soon as I do, we're going to be in a really difficult situation. So I'm going to wait till we're closer to the ground here. Let's take a look. Okay, I was like, where is that? Alright. Kick it on. It's time. Okay, we gotta flip into... Oh, we are gonna run out of fuel. Okay, maybe we're not gonna hit the runway. Okay, we're gonna do this Starship style. Gear out. Slow down. Oh, it's not gonna be enough. No! Oh, Bob. Ugh, I mismanaged the fuel. It's all my fault, guys. This is a great tragedy. Wow, 13 Gs. That's insane. Well, these things happen. Let me take a... Did the booster come down yet? Tracking station. Must have. Oh, wait. Oh no, is this his rover? Oh, okay. It must be. Well, that is a tragedy, but these are sacrifices we must make in the name of science. In all seriousness, though, it's tragic to see this happen to games like this one that have so much potential and should be really good games. And the difficult part with this game is that the core mechanics are the same as Kerbal Space Program 1, right? It's just physics. I mean, it's not easy to code physics, don't get me wrong, but it's been done before, and I think it's unfortunate that this game was sold at a high price in early access, and that they won't be delivering upon the promises that they made, most likely at least. Now, I would love to be proven wrong, because I really do enjoy playing this game, and I'm going to continue doing that until there is nothing left to do. But I think, unfortunately, this is a risk you take with early access games like this one. And at the end of the day, at some point, developers have to start being accountable. But that's a tall ask. So, anyway, I guess we're not going to find out what Default Name 2 was. But I hope you enjoyed this video on Kerbal Space Program 2. If there are further updates in this saga, I will make further videos. I will also continue playing this game, like I said, until I'm out of ideas, because I enjoy it so much. Space is cool, and this game makes space accessible. So I love it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day.